Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to Awaken Chaos Era. In this video, we have a patch update, lots of good stuff, and they have done some work on the stamina system. Is it enough? I'm going to let you decide. So let's go ahead and jump into this. But first, before we do, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. Just a quick reminder, all the links to my social media are in the description below, so definitely check that out. Join us on Discord, where we're talking about the game, sharing strategies and tips, and just having fun. Working on building this community there as well. Other games also, if you want to take a look. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. I'm going to run through a lot of this. This should be a fairly quick video. I was able to get the update. If you've had trouble with the update, what I had to do is I had to update my BlueStacks, and then I had to delete my APK file, re-download it, and re-update it, and then I was able to go ahead and jump into the game. So it took some patience to jump back into the game, but we got in there and we've been having some fun with this. So let's just go ahead and run through this. So just taking a look at Arcane Dominator, the difficulty of Arcane Dominator has been adjusted as follows. So the stats of all bosses, stage 9 or lower, have been reduced. So that really helps with working your way and making your way through the different levels. Reduced health of guards in stage 7-11 of the Arcane Dominator. Stamina, this was a huge thing, a huge concern that a lot of people had, and I feel that it's justified. Stamina was a huge issue in the game. It may still be, but maybe not as bad as it was before. I'm very curious on everybody's thoughts on the changes that were made. First thing I noticed when I went into the game was my stamina jumped. My max stamina went from 120 to 160. And then you see some stamina reductions and things like that. So let's go ahead and jump into this. In order to improve our gaming experience, we have reduced the cost of diamonds and made other adjustments. The cool thing was, is I put out my top 5 concerns about this, and now that they put some changes in here, some things that we called out in that video, if you haven't seen it, I'll go ahead and link it up over here. But some things that I called out in that video were implemented here. I'm not going to say it's because of that video, but it's cool to know that we are pretty much in line with kind of what the devs are thinking as well. So so that was pretty cool. I know a lot of people put out a lot of comments and a lot of suggestions around stamina, so it's cool that they are taking the feedback and really implementing it, and I think it's for the better. So they did reduce the cost from 80 diamonds down to 50 diamonds for it, but they also reduced the cost right here, so reduce the daily limit of stamina refills in the diamond shop from 50 down to 30, reduce the stamina exchange from the gold shop to 20. I think it was what, 30 or 40, somewhere around there. So it is 20 to buy those the stamina out of those shops. They reduced the stamina consumption in the Arcane Dominator, so that is cool as well. So getting the boost to the max as well as reducing some of this stuff, I think is great. Increase the stamina drop in the arena, so you get more stamina there. It is important to continue to do your arena, especially if you are like me and you're super unlucky and you don't have Zatlux yet. You need to get 200 arena battles in there. It just makes it makes life a little bit better when you get that Zatlux. I'm still working on them. Remove stamina pack from the shop. Arcane Dungeon, they made some changes here as well. Reduce the stage difficulty of the World Challenge and the Friend Challenge, which is great. Increase the number of stages and rewards of the World Challenge. Reduce the stamina consumption of the World Challenge and Friend Challenge. So again, more stamina reduction. Increase the number of rewards of World Challenge and remove stamina consumption for Party of 3, which is great. Party of 3 is a great is a great run to do whenever it pops up. So whenever somebody randomly comes across it, boom, you can invite your friends. You can go in there. You get 4-star to 5-star, 4-star to 6-star gear, legendary gear. So it is really good to run. You get some great rewards from it. It's cool that they took the stamina cost out of that. I think that's great. Gives us more opportunity to use that stamina elsewhere, because this game does use stamina in so many different places. It's cool to see all these changes. Summoning, I think that's it for stamina overall. So again, really interested in your thoughts. That's what they did with stamina. I think it's a good thing. I'm very curious on your thoughts. Was it enough? Was it enough for you? Especially when you're running through mythic stages, you're farming for your glyphs and things like that, and it's costing 12 stamina just to do one run. So, all right, summoning right here. Updated the display of the cumulative number of draws and probability. So just up there when it takes a look at how many draws you've done and what your increase is for the legendary, for the next legendary. You can see that kind of ramp up. Optimize the battle mechanism for Queen of Tides. Summoning again here. The pity system of limited summon will now carry over from one card pool to the next. So that's cool. As that changes in there, the banners change and things like that, that your pity system is going to roll over rather than reset. I think that's great, especially for free to play. It's not so bad for pay to play. I mean, it's still an inconvenience, but for free to play, it is pretty devastating and disheartening, actually. So it's nice to see that they made that change. For gear, remove the drop of epic gear in adventure, mythic mode specifically. Reduce the difficulty of Arcane Dominator. So basically, what they did is they reduced the chance that you're going to get this gear, your epic gear, out of adventure mode. I think adventure mode really that's where you're going to farm your glyphs. Arcane Dominator, that's where you're going to go ahead and farm your gear, your different levels of gear. The higher level you get there, the higher levels you complete, the higher level gear you're going to get. And I think really that they're trying to make that delineation there. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a pretty good thing. So especially since they reduced the difficulty there, that's pretty cool. Next, we have Ascension. Adjusted the Ascension trait of some light dark legendary heroes. The Ascension time needed for the following heroes has been advanced from 5 to 2 for Nicholas, and you can see these. These light dark characters here. Mail added a star label for the system mail. Let's see. Name increased the number of random names. Summon fixed a vague text there, so just some minor stuff. Some optimizations and fixes, and something that's pretty exciting here. So they optimized the art resources and overall performance. They fixed some display issues, but right here, this was very cool as well. They're not allowing us to skip the ultimates. They said playback of the ultimate ability effect now can be accelerated while playing. I haven't figured out how to do that. It's not a setting in there that I've seen, unless for some reason I need to update again. And as the animation was playing, clicking or anything like that to fast forward through it didn't seem to work as well. So curious if you're seeing this work. I think this is a great thing. So accelerating it, as long as it's quick enough to go through and then continue with your battles, I think that's a good thing. I wish we could turn it off. I wish we could just skip it, but we'll see how that goes. Those are the updates. I ran through that fairly quickly. It is a pretty decent update, especially with the amount of effort that went into performance, making things a little bit more balanced in some of the dungeons, and really kind of balancing out the stamina and how that plays out through the entire game, the accessibility of it. Very curious, again, in your thoughts. What do you think of this? Is this a good update for you? Are you satisfied with the changes that were made with the stamina? What are you seeing? And then, let me know, again, as far as the ultimate ability playback there, if you're able to find anything on that. All right, everybody, that is what I had for you. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.